गिरवरदारी तमाधवा कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरवरदारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरदारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरदारी जय जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरदारी यशोदनंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यशोदनंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी नंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीर जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरदारी माधव जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरदारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Subhadra Mai Jaya Sudarshana. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parirajikacharya Ashtotara Shata Shri Śrīmad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parirajikacharya Ashtotara Shata Shri Śrīmad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki. The most merciful form Sri Sri Nitai Gaurachandra Ki. Sri Sri Radha Madhav Ki. Sri Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai Ki. Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki. Gaur Premanande. Welcome to Everyday Bhagavatam class. So we are discussing Canto 2, Chapter 9 and verse number 25. So you can repeat after me. Brahmo Vacha Bhagavan Sarva Bhutanam Adyaksho Vastyuto Guham Veda hi Apratiruddena Pragnenena Chikirshitam Brahmo Vacha Bhagavan Sarva Bhutanam Adyaksho Vasito Guham Vedahi Apratiruddena Pragnanena Chikirshitam Brahmo Vacha Bhagavan Sarva Bhutanam Adyaksho Vasito Guham Vedahi Apratiruddena Pragnanena Chikirshitam. Would you like to repeat? Anybody? Brahmo Vacha Bhagavan Sarva Bhutana Adyaksho Vasito Guham Vedahi Apratiruddena Pragnanena Chikirshitam. Anybody else? Bhagavan Sarva Bhutana Adyaksho Vasito Guham Vedahi Apratiruddena Pragnanena Chikirshitam. Anybody else? Brahmo Vacha Bhagavan Sarva Bhutana Adyaksho Vasito Guham Vedahi Apratiruddena Pragnanena Chikirshitam. Word to word meaning. Brahma Vacha, Lord Brahma said, Bhagavan, O my Lord, Sarva Bhutanam, of all living entities, Adyakshaha, Director, Avastitaha, situated, Guham, within the heart, Veda, no, he, certainly, Apratiruddena, without hindrance. Prajnanena, by super intelligence. Chikirshitam, endeavors. Translation and purport by His Grace, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. Lord Brahma said, O personality of Godhead, you are situated in every living entity's heart as the supreme director, and therefore you are aware of all endeavors by your superior intelligence without any hindrance whatsoever. Once again, Lord Brahma said, O personality of Godhead, you are situated in every living entity's heart as the supreme director, and therefore you are aware of all endeavors by your superior intelligence without any hindrance whatsoever. Purport. The Bhagavad Gita confirms that the Lord is situated in everyone's heart as the witness, and as such, He is the supreme director of sanction. The director is not the enjoyer of the fruits of action, for without the Lord's sanction, no one can enjoy. For example, in a prohibited area, a habituated drunkard puts forward his application to the director of drinking, and the director, considering his case, sanctions only a certain amount of liquor for drinking. Similarly, the whole material world is full of many drunkards, in the sense that each and every one of the living entities has something in his mind to enjoy, and everyone desires the fulfillment of his desires very strongly. The Almighty Lord, being very kind to the living entity, as the Father is kind to the Son, fulfills the living entity's desires for his childish satisfaction. With such desires in mind, the living entity does not actually enjoy, but he serves the bodily whims unnecessarily without profit. The drunkard does not derive any profit out of drinking, but because he has become a servant of drinking habit and does not wish to get out of it, the merciful Lord gives him all facilities to fulfill such desires. Can we read as we go? Okay, we will discuss this and then we'll go to next paragraph. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraya Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Thanks for giving this opportunity to discuss Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and Canto 2 and Chapter 9 and verse 25. So this is a prayer that Brahma is offering to Supreme Lord. After this creation is done and Lord Vishnu shook a hand to Brahma and said that now all these yours. Entire universe is yours. I have given enough intelligence you to create further creation in this material world. And now after everything is said to Brahma, Brahma is in return, he is offering praise to Lord Vishnu. He is saying that what he said, you, we can read that. O personality of Godhead, you are situated in every living entity's heart as the supreme director, and you aware of everything what is happening in every living being. So this is the same thing, in multiple places it is confirmed, same thing in Bhagavad Gita, right? If you read Bhagavad Gita regularly, you will come to know that the same thing mentioned many times in many places in many of the scriptures. So what is emphasized here is the Supreme Personality of Godhead resides in every living being as a Paramatma. And that is one of the reason he knows past, present and future. In the Bhagavad Gita, he also confirms that I know past, present and future. And he also confirms that he knows past, present and future with respect to every living being. With respect to every living being. Isn't a super intelligence, right? If somebody knows everything about every individual living being, is he not a super intelligent person? Right? He is a super intelligent person. And it is also confirmed Bhagavad Gita that in the 4th chapter, the transcendental knowledge, when Krishna was telling to Arjuna, so Arjuna has a doubt that you are telling that I have told this knowledge to Vivaswan. Initially when this creation was done, I told the same thing to Vivaswan. Vivaswan told to Manu. Manu told to Ikshvaku, right? In the 4th chapter, if you read that. But immediately Arjuna has a doubt. How come we are both on the same age, almost. So how can I believe you that you told this knowledge to Vivaswan, who was very, very, very old? Then Krishna answers that you and me passed many, many births, but you don't remember anything, all the lives that we went through, but I remember every life. Why Krishna knows everything? Here it is mentioned also. He does not have any hindrance to know or access the information. But whereas we as a Paramatma, as we Atma, we have so many hindrances. Like time is a hindrance for us. So when we were in the womb of our mother, what had happened, we don't remember. Okay, when we took the birth, when we are a child, what had happened, we don't remember. Even sometimes we don't remember what had happened, 1 hour or very near past also we don't remember. So many things. So time is a hindrance for us, and place is also a hindrance for us. Place is something like I can see you, right? But I cannot see what is happening behind this wall, right? Anybody, everybody, we are so conditioned by so many things, so many hindrances. We are always controlled by our hindrances. But whereas Supreme Personality of God, He is a supreme controller of everything that could possibly cause the hindrance for Him. You got it? What I am saying, right? He is the supreme of everything, supreme controller of everything. There is nothing that is beyond Krishna. So, if something beyond Krishna, then Krishna is not a Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hence, Krishna is the control of all the hindrances also. The hindrances that we have, Krishna does not have. And circumstances is a hindrance for us. Circumstances like I am able to see you, all of you. Directly I am perceiving all of you, right? You are also seeing me, I am also seeing you. But I cannot read what is going in your mind. But Krishna, even circumstances is not hindrance for Krishna. You're following me, right? For Krishna, circumstances also is not a hindrance for him. So in fact, Krishna detects everything. Whatever the thought is going in our mind, Krishna immediately detects. That is the reason Krishna is also called a Bhava Grahi, right? So many times we heard that Krishna is a Bhava Grahi. Krishna detects whatever the desire sprouts in our heart, immediately he detects. So Krishna is not subjected by or hampered by all these hindrances. So Krishna can access everything and anything. And in fact, this entire world is Krishna's world. And there are only two things if we discuss, if we understand. Only one thing is Krishna and Krishna's. You cannot find anything else out of this. Everything is either Krishna's energy, Krishna's external energy, or Krishna. So we should understand that Krishna does not have any hindrance and he can have easy access to everything. And we also sometimes, that's the reason he is called omnipresent. He is present everywhere with his external energy, and he can gather the knowledge or information what is happening. That is the reason he is supreme conscious. What we call, he has a supreme conscious. Whatever happens in our body or whatever happens in your body, every living being, he is able to know, because he is not subjected by time. That is the one reason that he knows past, present and future. But we are hindered by time. That is the reason we don't know what had happened in the past, and even we don't know what will be happening in future, because we are subjected by time. We are conditioned by time. We are conditioned by space. We are conditioned by circumstances. We are conditioned by so many things. That is the reason our knowledge is very limited. Even whatever knowledge that we are trying to get also, it is very limited. And Krishna also confirms this in the Bhagavad Gita. What he confirms, when it is said like this: Krishna is omnipresent and he is everywhere. And Lord Brahma confirms this in his Brahma Samhita, in his prayers. What he said, that Krishna is there in Goloka Vrindavan, at the same time he is there in every atom also, right? He confirms in one of the his prayers. So that, what does it mean? We don't have a place where Krishna is not existing. We don't have a place that Krishna does not exist. Everywhere, any place if you take, Krishna's presence is there. So in fact, it is said like this, when we leave our body and we committed so many things, right? And when our body takes to emerge for punishment, let's consider, and I wish all of you complete your life in this life and go back to spiritual world. But in case, and we did not go to spiritual world, and if we go to hell, where Yamadharmaraj is there, and now we are presented before Yamadharmaraj, and Chitragupta also is there, and Chitragupta will read whatever the activities that we have done and what kind of punishment that needs to be taken. And if you say, we are so intelligent, right? How can you know that I have done this activity and giving the punishment? Then Yamadharmaraj will, ask so many things. He will ask 4 directions. Okay. He asks Surya. Surya is everywhere, right? Even in fact, it is said that Surya and Chandra are the eyes of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And for witness, he will call Suryadeva to come and be witness for whom? The person who is denying what he had done. Okay. Then he comes, and then if he says that he could not, even he did not accept that he has done, then what will happen? He will call some other person. He will call the 4 directions, right? We have 4 directions. 4 directions will come, and even 4 directions, if he denies 4 directions also, then he will call finally Paramatma. So Lord Vishnu will go there, and that is ultimate verdict. If he says, then is it done? Krishna, Yamadharmaraj has to give the punishment to whoever that culprit is. So this is how we have to understand. If we, Paramatma is there, he always accompanies with every living being. It is said in the Bhagavad Gita that Sarvasya, what is that? 15th chapter. Sarvasya chahum hrudi sannivesto matasmriti jnanam apuhonam cha. What does it mean? Krishna gives, he's saying that I am seated in every living being as a Paramatma, and I give the remembrance, I give the knowledge, I give the forgetfulness. And we always wanted to have a remembrance. We don't want forgetfulness. But if you think that forgetfulness is also a boon for us, if you don't forget some of the things, then our life will become a miserable. For example, if you had a fight with someone, let us consider Gruhastas or Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki Jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai ki Jai. For example, take that you had some fight with your friend or somebody, and he shouted at you very bad words, and that impacted you very badly. And what if you don't forget that? Then what will happen? Your life will be miserable, isn't it? And you always remember that, and your emotion will go and go and go, and you cannot get a relief. You will not get a peace of mind. So Krishna is so merciful. Sometimes he will switch off your remembrance so that you will get into the forgetfulness mode. So you can forget many things. And for example, if you take one more example, you have a loved ones in your family. If somebody passed away from our family, what will happen? We lament a lot, right? We always remember. What if Krishna does not give a forgetfulness? We always in a miserable condition. We don't understand what is our situation. We cannot imagine also. Similarly, forgetfulness is a kind of sleep state. Okay, when we are sleeping, that means we forget everything and we sleep. If you remember everything, we cannot sleep, isn't it? Can you sleep if you remember that there is so many things you are going in your mind? Will you be able to sleep? No, they always pop up and say that, you have to go there, you have to speak with them, and you have to do. There are many things will go on and disturb our mind. We will not peacefully sleep. And Krishna is so merciful. Again, he will give the forgetfulness so that we will be able to properly sleep. And if we don't sleep, what will happen? If we don't sleep properly, one day, the next day, we will not get up. And even if we get up also, we will not be able to think properly, and we will not be able to do the things the way we are supposed to perform. So many impacts. But Krishna is so merciful. He gives the remembrance. He gives the forgetfulness also. And what if you're living 100 years and you come to 100 years and now your body is completely dwindled and your back is bent and you are not able to walk. You have a knee pains, you have a body pains, you are not able to eat, you are not able to sleep. What Krishna, gives, if Krishna allow you to live in that condition in next 100 years, what is your condition? It is so miserable, right? That is the reason is Krishna is so merciful. He will take away from this body and gives another body. That is also a kind of extended sleep. It is also a kind of state, extended sleep. You slept for some time, but when we die, that is called extended sleep. Our soul will go out of this body and enter into another body. And imagine that Krishna does not do that. Then it is again a miserable condition. So what if we are sleeping, okay, and when you wake up, Krishna does not give you remembrance. What is your condition? How you feel, how you will interact. You don't know about any situation around you. You don't know anyone who are around you. So how do you live? Imagine, you cannot even think of that kind of situation. It happens, right? Some of the accidents, some people met accident and they lost their memory. So, but thankfully, Krishna has given for remembrance and knowledge and forgetfulness. We should be always thankful to Krishna for giving those things. And Krishna also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, if you read that chapter 13th, so Krishna says the similar lines that he confirmed in 13th chapter. What he said, Upadrushtanumantacha Bhatta Bhokta Maheshwaraha Paramatmeti Chapiyukto Dehesmin Purusha Para. Purusha Paraha, right? And what he is saying that in this body, in every individual living being, there is one more body is there. That is a transcendental enjoyer, who is the Supreme Lord and who is the Supreme Proprietor and who exists as the overseer and perimeter. What does it mean by perimeter? Anybody can say perimeter. What does it mean by perimeter? So this is very important to understand what is the meaning of perimeter. Perimeter means one who gives access or allowing to do the activities. Krishna is reciting in every heart as a Paramatma and acting as a perimeter. That means whenever we wanted to have something, he will check always whether this guy deserve to have that desire. If it is deserved, then he will give access to have that desire to be fulfilled. So that is the role of Paramatma. And I'll give the brief analysis that we will be able to understand that how we are not the doers and there are three doers. Then I spoke the same thing in last Sunday class, but it's okay because it is a context that I will again repeat it. So again, go back to the translation. What he said that I stay in every, in every living being as a transcendental enjoyer and the Supreme Lord and the Supreme Proprietor exist as a overseer and perimeter, who is known as a super soul. So same thing, right? Here Brahma confirmed you are available in every heart as a Paramatma and you know everything. Whatever happens in every living being, you will understand. That is one of the reason you are super intelligent and he does not get hindered by any circumstances or a space or a time. And what I said that he is a perimeter. Let us discuss about how he is a perimeter in every living being. When we come to this material world, Krishna is so kind that he also accompanies with us, with every individual living being. And that is one of the reason we will be able to remember some of the things which we had done in our previous life. And from there, if you want to initiate your life, somebody should trigger from where you have to start. And that start will be triggered by Paramatma within every living being. And Paramatma gives instructions from within and from without. From without, Krishna has come and has given a Bhagavad Gita for all of us, right? And within, Krishna gives instruction as a Paramatma. And sometimes the Paramatma is also called as the manifestation of our Guru. Okay? And sometimes Paramatma wanted to tell us something and he comes through Guru and gives that instruction to us. And now when we, in the third chapter, Bhagavad Gita, he says that Prakriti Krimanani Gunai Karmani Sarvashaha Ahankaram Vimudatma Kattaham Iti Manyate. Kattaham Iti Manyate. We all are under impression that we are doers. But Krishna confirmed that we are not the doers. Who are the doers? Then he said that actual doer is the three modes of material nature. Who are the three modes of material nature? Mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. If we are in the mode of passion, or let's consider first one, mode of goodness, then Vibhishana will get up in us. Because Vibhishana is always in the mode of goodness. And what if we are mode of passion? Then Ravana gets up in us. Ravana has already a Mandodari, but he wants Mother Sita also. He is always in a passionate mode. And if you are a mode of ignorance, then Kumbhakarna wakes up. He is always lazy and he always wanted to sleep and he doesn't want to do the things that we are supposed to do. So we are always hampered by three modes. But the three modes are in fact dead matters. They cannot act by their own on anyone. Somebody should enable them to act on us. Who will enable? Paramatma, who enables three modes to act on us. But the moment you say that now I'm not the doer, Paramatma is the doer, or three modes of material nature are the doers, immediately the criminals will have a chance, opportunity, say that though they kill someone, they say that simply Paramatma within me inspired me to kill. Right? Paramatma within me, they pass the blame immediately to someone, because Krishna himself is saying in the Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter, you are not the doer, three modes of material nature are the doer. And some people will say that, for example, we want to come to a temple for Mangala Arati. So this devotee will say that mode of goodness did not inspire me to come to Mangala Arati. He's just passed the blame to three modes. And somebody says that, somebody wanted to drink alcohol, say that mode of passion in me to, invoke me to drink the alcohol. So though they will do it, they just pass the blame to either three modes or Paramatma. But because Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, but Krishna said further also, how Paramatma or three modes are not the doers. There is one more doer is there. Who is that doer? Anybody? Who is that doer? Buddhi. Yes, you're right, somewhat. Buddhi is compared with Atma. The Atma which we have, Atma which we are actually. Okay? Actually, we as a Atma, we have many desires. Okay? The desire sprouts. And Paramatma sit within our heart, he will detects. He will detects. Whenever the desire pops up, and even we don't know when our desire will come, but Paramatma knows about it. And the moment Paramatma detects, what he does, he will understand whether this desire will be desired to him, whether this person deserve to have desire, whatever desire that he has. In other words, when you get a desire, Paramatma immediately sees that with your karma sheet, the desire and your karma balance, if it is matching, then he will sanction. If it doesn't sanction, then what will happen? File is not found and your desire is not sanctioned. So if it is sanctioned, then what he does further, he will enable the three modes. He will empower the three modes to act upon you according to the desire that you have. Will you be able to follow? According to the desire that you have. For example, your desire is to sleep. Okay? Your desire is to sleep. Then Paramatma detects and he will enable one of the mode. Which mode? Mode of ignorance. Then immediately mode of ignorance will apply on us and immediately we will go to sleep. And if you want to passionately work and your desire is to achieve something in your life, then Krishna understands. And if your bank balance is, your karma bank balance is available, then okay, Krishna will see that. Okay, now he will enable which mode? He will enable the mode of passion. Then mode of passion will work on us and we will act accordingly. And if you are so good and if you want to come to a temple, if you want to be in the association of devotees, or if you want to do some services, then which mode will work? Mode of goodness. Mode of, you are always wanted to be truthful, you wanted to be always clean. There are many qualities, right, while you practice mode of goodness. So if you want to be a mode of goodness, Krishna will understand your desire and Krishna detects. Krishna also bhavagrahi, he always grab everything that comes possibly from your heart and immediately he will enable according to the modes, and those modes will act on us and we will accordingly discharge our desires. That is, I'll give you some analogies so that we will be able to understand. The one of the analogy is, consider boy and girl wanted to marry. Boy and boy wanted to marry. So first they have a desire, right? Boy and girl. Their desire should be disclosed to whom? Their parents. Parents will understand their children desire. Then parents will arrange the marriage. How they will do it? They will call the event management and arrange the marriage event. So if you understand the same analogy here, boy and girl are we, as a Atma. They have a desire that comes, and that will be revealed to whom? Parents. Parents, who is the parents here in our case? Paramatma. Paramatma understands Atma's desire. Parents understand the girl and boy's desire, and immediately they will call to whom? Event manager. What is the event management in our analogy? 3 modes. According to 3 modes will come and facilitate the whatever the event that's supposed to happen. And even I'll give one more example. It is also more relevant. If you take that a person is suffering with disease, consider. A person is suffering with a disease. And if he doesn't open his mouth and say that I am suffering with this disease, nobody knows except Paramatma. And in this case, he has to go to a doctor and he has to open his mouth and say that I am suffering with so-and-so pain or so-and-so disease. And then what doctor will do? Doctor will arrange the operation theater. Doctor will, first doctor will analyze what disease he has and why he is suffering. And he does some diagnosis, and then he will understand what kind of treatment he is supposed to give. Then he will immediately arrange, he will call so many people, so many assistants in a hospital, and everything will be arranged. You can correlate, right? This example also. Here, the patient is who? Patient is we as a Atma. And we told our desire to whom? Doctor. Who is the doctor? Doctor is a Paramatma. And Paramatma is arranged everything. He called many things, many assistants and many operation theater and so many things. Who are those? 3 modes, exactly. 3 modes. That's how Paramatma will take care of every individual living being's desires. And one more thing, Paramatma's role is very, very, very tough. We will not be able to even think of that. And when Paramatma resides in our heart, Paramatma doesn't require whether you have to worship him or doesn't worship him, or whether you turn towards Paramatma or does not turn towards Paramatma. He is least bother. He does not require anything from us. He does not require anything from us. But he is always so kind. And in this verse, Upadushthanumantacha, that means he is there as a witness. Whatever activities that we are doing, he will witness everything. And the moment we say that, Krishna, you are my, you are my, in charge, or I surrender unto you, then Krishna takes immediately charge on us and he will dictate within. And without, I already told that if you are so sincere and we wanted to take instruction, we have books like Bhagavatam, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and many other scriptures. That is from without. And within also, we always have to meditate. So Krishna will, if we give those kind of signals, Krishna will immediately respond to us, and immediately he will inspire other people also to be part of our life, to make our spiritual life progress further and further. Otherwise, wherever we are always there. We stick to that and we cannot go further. We always, time to time, we have to give signal to Krishna that, Krishna, I want you. I don't want anything. And in Prabhupada, one time, Prabhupada was sitting in the Vyasasana like this, and some devotees have come, and one of the devotee, he is disclosing his heart. He's saying that, Prabhupada, I want only Krishna. I don't want anything. Then Prabhupada said, okay, you want only Krishna, that's fine. But Krishna will do like this. So whenever you say within you, Krishna, I want you, nothing. Then Krishna, what he does, he will give something material thing. So even if you reject that material thing and say to Krishna that I don't want this, but still I want you. Oh, you want me? You don't want material things? Okay, good. Then what about taking something else? And he will offer something else. And if you still reject it, and Krishna says, oh, you don't want any material thing, you want only me, then he will start acting from within, and he will inspire other people also to be part of our life, to make our spiritual life progress and progress and progress. So that's how our life will go on. And even one more example that I will give. Paramatma will come with every individual soul. How he will come, I'll tell you. So if you go to a park, okay, if you take your children to a park, so what do you do? If children are very small and you allow children to play and you sit one of the corner, right? You keep watching how child is playing, and but you don't interfere, let him enjoy, and he will enjoy and enjoy. And similarly, Krishna also comes to this material world, one super soul with every individual living being. One one super soul expands with one individual living being, and he accompanies always with every individual living entity. And in Krishna says, Prabhupada mentioned in the purport in the Bhagavad Gita that when we come to this material world, and Krishna has broadly, you all know that Krishna has three energies. One is Krishna's internal energy and external energy and marginal energy. We are always in the marginal energy, and either we will be in the spiritual energy or material energy. And when we are in the material energy, Krishna is so kind, he comes with us, and because he is always wanted us to go back to the spiritual world. That is one of the reason he comes with us, and he always wanted to give instructions from within and say that this is not the place, you have to come to spiritual world. He always gives a reminders also, but we as a conditioned beings, we always reject the signals and we accept only the material things which will not give happiness, but we think that those things will give a happiness. It is like this. It is often Prabhupada quoted in many of the places that a donkey's work, right? And we have a washerman's in our olden days. Washerman will come in some of the places, still they are there. They will come and collect all the clothes, and they will take to a bank of a river or a bank of a pond, and they will take all the clothes. And while they were taking all the clothes, they will put a huge bag, right? Very huge bag, and loaded on the back of the donkey. And the donkey does not know. Donkey is always a donkey. Donkey mind always thinks as a donkey. And he takes all the load, whatever there on the backside, and goes, and the washerman washes all the clothes and dry them, and again they will bring them back and put all the load again back on the donkey, and donkey will come back. But what is the inspiration for donkey to take that much load? What is the inspiration? What washerman does, he will hang a nice beautiful carrot in front of the donkey, and he also ties with a stick, and the stick will be tied with the donkey's neck. The moment the donkey step one step further, the carrot also goes one step further. But the donkey does not know, because donkey has a donkey mind. Donkey is not a human being. And the moment he steps forward and forward, the carrot also goes forward and forward. But finally, it will reach to the destination, and the washerman will take the load, but finally she will get a small kind of food, right? And obviously he has to give small kind of food, then it will be satisfied. We are also in this material world, we always wanted to have that carrot, and we feel that we will be happy in this material world, and we always see that carrot, like the carrot is in our life is and a beautiful way, thinking that I will get a beautiful wife, and thinking that I will get a great grades in my education, and the carrot is like good job, and the carrot is like having a big bungalow in our life. Carrot is like many ways in our life, but that carrot will come after so much endeavor, so much effort, so much labor that we put. But what Krishna says, whether you put the endeavor or not, whatever is supposed to come in your life, anyway it will come to you. Don't worry about it. The distress and happiness, they are anyway, whether it is, you put a endeavor or you don't put a endeavor, they both will come. They both will come like, how they will come? They both will come jointly. One time you will be happy and next time you will be distressed. So you don't need to put a lot of endeavor to thinking that I will be happy in some time by having a beautiful wife or a big bungalow and so many things in material world. So that is the first part of Prabhupada's purport, and let's read the second part. So second part, Prabhupada says that the impersonalist recommended that one should become a desireless. This is very tough to have a desireless. This is exactly Buddhism, having no desires. Sunyam. Sunyavadis, right? Prabhupada says Sunyavadam. So it is highly impossible to having no desires. The very symptom of soul is desire. And in fact, it is said like this: if you have a water, and the very important, the property of water is what? Liquidity. If you can you separate a liquidity from the water? No. Similarly, the desire that we have as a soul cannot be separated. In fact, if you take a fire, what is the property of fire? Heat. Can you take out heat from the heat? No. Similarly, desires also we cannot separate from soul. So, but those desires what we have can be directed in a right way. If in fact, Krishna consciousness is a desire management. Krishna consciousness is a desire management. How well we can manage our desires. That's what we teach in Krishna consciousness, isn't it? So when we come to ISKCON, before you are outside the material world, you don't know how to manage your desires. At least now, you put your all desires towards to satisfy Krishna, right? We are turning all our desires to please Krishna or to please Krishna devotees. And this is all desire management. Let us understand what Prabhupada says further. And others recommended banishing desire altogether. That is impossible. No one can banish desires altogether because desire is the living symptom. That's what we discussed. Without having desires, a living entity would be dead. If we don't have a desire, that means we are dead, which he is not. Therefore, living conditions and desire go together. Perfection of desires may be achieved when one desires to serve the Lord. And the Lord also desires that every living entity banish all personal desires and cooperate with his desires. That is the last instruction of Bhagavad Gita. Brahmaji agreed to this proposal, and therefore he is given the responsible post of creating generations in the vacant universe. Oneness with the Lord therefore consists of devotaling one's desires with the desires of the Supreme Lord. That makes for the perfection of all desires. The Lord, as the super soul in the heart of every living being, knows what is in the mind of each living entity, and no one can do anything without the knowledge of the Lord within. By his superior intelligence, the Lord gives everyone the chance to fulfill his desires to the fullest extent, and the resultant reactions is also awarded by the Lord. So that's what, we will not be able to, we will not be exist without any desires. We have to have a desires, but those desires we always have to direct towards devotional service onto Krishna. And one example that I can give you, one time, here Prabhupada mentioned that Krishna is there in everyone's heart. There is a Gurukul outside the country, and they are conducting classes. Teacher taught many things to all the students, and students learned many things, and finally time has come for test. And what teacher has done, he has given some fruit to, let's consider mango fish, this is mango season. So teacher has given one mango to each student and ask them to go to a place where nobody is watching you and eat. You have to hide yourself and nobody should see while you are eating. That is the test. And everybody has taken the fruit and everybody ran in a different directions. And one student is very hungry and he went to a bush and he ate that fruit. And somebody went to a cave and nobody was there, he had it. And somebody went into a deep forest and he had it. Everybody, many of the students had the fruit, and finally they all came back to teacher and said that, so we finished. And how we finished? Nobody has watched us. And teacher said, well, you have done good job. And one small student came forward and he said, he's still holding the fruit. He did not have that fruit. Then teacher asked, why you did not eat? He said that, Gurudev, I'm not able to eat. I'm not able to find the place where nobody is there. How? He gave an example. Teacher, your friend has went to a bush and he had it, nobody watched. And one student went to a cave and he had it, nobody watched. And many other people also did the same thing. How come, you did not find a place where nobody is watching? Then he said that, no, Gurudev, when I wanted to I went to a place where a tree is there, a tree is watching me. And when I wanted to see that, sun god is watching me. And when I wanted to have, devatas are watching me. And when I wanted to have, within me, Paramatma is watching me. So I could not find any place to eat the fruit. Then teacher became the teacher became so happy by listening that you are the best student among all the students, he said. And so that is the consciousness we should have. If we feel that Krishna is there, very much available within us, then we will be protected from many, many, many dangers. And because we are always in the conscious, Paramatma conscious, and we don't dare to commit so many offenses. So we always think that Paramatma is watching, and we avoid so many activities which are prohibited. We don't even dare to commit also. And that's how, in this modern life, we're all, artificially be present in so many places, right? How we wanted to be present in so many places, though we are sitting here, we wanted to know what is happening outside the temple. How? We wanted to have a artificial CCTV cameras. We wanted to keep CCTV camera outside, and we wanted to know what is happening outside. And sometimes we have a spies. They will go and get the information and give us. We do many things. We also wanted to artificially present ourselves as a omnipresent. But Lord doesn't require like that. Lord is already available in every atom, and he is not hindered by anything. Time is not hindrance, space is not hindrance, and circumstances is not hindrance. Though I'll tell you, though I told you already, but I will repeat that. Even we know that what is happening outside the temple by CCTV camera, and we are not able to understand what is going on in their mind. Right? We are not able to get that what is going on in their minds. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is not hindered by such kind of things. Krishna can understand that. Krishna can easily access everything. One question. With this, I will stop the class. And you may say that Krishna is knowing past, present, and future. But what is the question of free will? What is the question of Krishna is respecting our free will? If he knows our future also, that means he is controlling our future also, isn't it? Don't you ever get this kind of doubt? Krishna is knowing past, present, and future also. Will that mean that Krishna will also control our free will? Or, first of all, confirm me, does Krishna know future or not? He knows the future. So, does he control our free will? Then why? Krishna knows about our future. Then how come he is not controlling our free will? I'm not able to hear Mataji. Sorry, somebody should repeat. Or you have to be given a mic. But I'm not asking that. Krishna will enable the three modes and act upon us, and we accordingly we will act. But my question is, Krishna knows how we are going to act in our future. That means Krishna is controlling our free will. He is not respecting our free will, right? Question is that Krishna knows how we are going to use our free will. It's not Krishna will interfere how we are doing the activities. So Krishna will respect our free will and he will not interfere. Krishna knows how we are going to use our free will. Will you be able to follow? Any doubt? Prabhu, you have no, right? Krishna knows how we are going to use our free will. Not he will come and interfere how we are utilizing our free will. He will respect in that way. So we should be aware of this. Somebody may say that, I countered this question. So I'm telling that. So if Krishna knows everything past, present and future, and will Krishna also control your free will? No, Krishna will not control our free will. He knows only how we are going to utilize our free will. He will not interfere into our activities, how we are going to utilize our free will. Okay? Hare Krishna. I wanted to stop from here. If you have any questions or corrections, please correct me. Radhakant Prabhu is here. Thanks Prabhu for giving this opportunity. Sachinandan Haridas Prabhu is also here. Thanks Prabhu for giving and allowing me to speak on Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. If you have any corrections or a discussion, some points.
Prabhuji, I have two questions. The first one is about the free will. Next sloka, or maybe the previous one, I forget which one. It is mentioned that when a devotee worships the Lord and for a long period of time, at the same time he has some material desire. So Krishna will not sanction that material desire. He will make him beggar to fulfill the higher desire, which is, so there the free will is getting interfered, right, Prabhu?
Let me understand whether I understood your question or not. Let me rephrase it. So you are saying that one devotee is worshipping for a long time and after some time he stopped it. Now he...
Not stop it. He's doing that, Krishna consciousness activity, and at the same time he's having material desire also.
Material love.
So that material desire he does not sanction. He will just,
No. He will sanction it.
No.
There is no doubt it. There is no doubt about it.
He said he will make him beggar so that
he
make him beggar so that he will not have anything left to pursue further the material desire.
Unless you surrender 100%, Krishna does not interfere your free will. So you are saying that if Krishna wanted to restrict our free will, where is our what is the point of Krishna is respecting our free will? You got it? What I am saying? If he wants us to practice only devotion, though I don't like, I have some material desires, and Krishna, if Krishna is restricting not to have those desires fulfilled in my life, then Krishna is not encouraging my free will to exercise. No, Krishna will not do it. Krishna, that is the reason Krishna said in the Ye yatamam prapadyante tam stitaiva pajamyaham. The way you surrender to Krishna, the way he will reciprocate. How much degree you will surrender, that much degree Krishna will reciprocate with you. There is no doubt about it. You understand? Am I clear on that? Any other questions?
And the second one, Prabhuji, somebody's desire is overpowered by someone's desire. How Krishna used the desire to manage the... For example, a deer is...
I got it. It's simple. If somebody is overpowering your desire, it doesn't mean Krishna has to fulfill the desire which is overpowering you. Krishna sees that whether you deserve to have that desire or not. That's simple. Your karma is allowing or not. If your karma is allowing, Krishna will allow.
Prabhuji, a deer is nicely grazing a grass. Deer, right?
Sorry?
Deer, Hiran
Deer.
is nicely grazing a grass and is not disturbing anybody. But the lion or tiger is comes and try to chase, and so the desire of Hiran is to save her life. That desire is not sanctioned by the Lord, but lion's desire is sanctioned, that go and eat up. How it is meant.
Correct. Lion desire is sanctioned, but here the deer have done so many things in her previous life. That is the reason she took the birth and to be eaten by lion. It is a karma. You and me cannot modify that karma what we are supposed to take. Only Krishna can do it. If you surrender 100%, that is the last instruction that he has given to every one of us. Ma Sucha, don't worry. He will ensure that your karma will be discharged according to your bank balance. Am I answering or still you have?
I still have.
You still have.
He says that he fulfill everyone's desire. That
Everyone's.
is general statement.
I understood
but
that.
Hiran is running for her life. So her desire is not sanctioned.
You don't know, right? What kind of Prabhu wanted to. Yeah, please, Prabhu. No. You please, Prabhu. No, Prabhu. Please. No, Prabhu. No. You complete, then I will. No. This is my answer, I understand what he is saying, that a desire, deer have a different desire, but a Lord is not sanctioning that desire. She is running away from the lion out of fear, isn't it? And she doesn't want to be killed by lion. But that desire is not there in her deer's bank. The bank balance is now she has to be killed by lion. That is what it is supposed to be happen. And it is happening.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Here we have to apply the factor T, time. So I have desire, but time factor is also there. The desire will be fulfilled at later point in time. So for that you may have to take another 10 baths. You may have to perform so many activities. So the three modes of material nature will enable you to do so many activities so that the desire will be fulfilled later point in time. So factor T has to be, actually it is multi-parameter equation. Okay. And so many unknowns are there for us. So the equation will be solved by Krishna perfectly. So
I'll give one example here. If you take newly born baby, and he born with a hole in heart, hole in heart. What kind of activity he has done that he has a hole in his heart? He did not even start his life, but still he took a birth with a hole in his heart. So what karma is acting in his life? Previous karma, right? And certainly he doesn't want to be, he doesn't want to die. Do you think that even baby wanted to die? No. But why Krishna is not sanctioning? Krishna is not sanctioning because the activities that he brought forward from his previous life to this life is acting on him. And he is supposed to take that karma. And Krishna clearly said, nobody can escape from the karma unless we surrender to Krishna 100%, not 99.9 also, only 100%, 100%. Then all our karmic reactions will be nullified, burnt out. Right? He said in the Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, towards end of the 4th chapter. So we should understand in that way. I got what you are saying, but if you look at, this is a karma principle. Nobody can escape from this karma principle, law of karma. So karma will act. So you're saying that Krishna is not fulfilling that desire. I told you initially, Krishna will always see your desire and bank balance. And whether you deserve to have that desire to be fulfilled. You are not still satisfied? I cannot do much. Please forgive me. Hare Krishna. Grantara Srimad-Bhāgavatam ki jai.